The beauty of Garden Lakes is this idea of we took void and mass and we mixed them together. Void being the greenery and mass being the buildings, of course. And we did this very, very nice like mesh between the two. It's a very simple, beautifully designed, detailed facade. It wasn't just a building sitting on greenery, but also the greenery actually floats through the buildings. And that's part of what makes the buildings unique, is that actually to go through these gardens, you actually have to go into the building, which is where your entrances are located and which is where all of the personal interactions happen. And so that's sort of the starting point of the master plan, was this idea of having social connections all the time within green spaces. You're really trying to make someone's life more pleasurable. You're really trying to make this idea that their experiences are not seeing concrete, they're not seeing too many people going to do something or getting in a car. And I think part of this master plan as well as this project is to try and break that, is to make people constantly having to pass through leisure moments, pass through a garden, pass through a lake, pass through where people are hanging out with their babies or their children. The beauty of the project is the individuality of each experience. It's this idea that when people walk into the building, there's a lot of greenery, but as I get into my apartment, so either through it's the common court or it's through the main building, and I get into sort of this oasis. I open my apartment door and I see this beautiful courtyard that's mine, that leads to a beautiful rooftop around my rooms. It's really felt when you start to look at some of the shots of the interior or some of the architecture that this greenery actually just pulled into the building with you and pulled into the experience with me in the apartment where I live or into the rooftop where I entertain. So I do think that that's the main selling point of this project.